So in order to start, we can see that the market capitalization is about 587,000, and we can actually see that it's been going up steadily since the huge sell-off we saw about 2 weeks ago. And we can see that the Bitcoin dominance is between 33 and 44%, and it's been staying like that for about the last 2 weeks, not moving that much actually. So what could explain this percentage? Well, one option is that people are still selling their alternative coins for some more stable ones, which would be Bitcoin or Ethereum. Or people are just shielding themselves in these more stable coins. As soon that people start buying more alternative coins with Bitcoin in this case, the dominance would decrease. So what is PO.ET? Well, PO.ET is a shared, open, universal ledger designed to record metadata and ownership information for digital creative assets. It's a continuation of proof of existence, the first non-financial application of the blockchain by creating an open platform on the Bitcoin blockchain. It's aimed to create the most institutional, global verifiable record of digital media assets. These records will be framework for building smart, interoperable media applications using a shared standard and extensible metadata format. In the same way that blockchain technology have revolutionized the financial industry by creating an immutable and distributed accounting ledger servicing as a platform for financial application, PO.ET will transform the publishing industry by creating an immutable and distributed ledger for creative works that may serve as a platform for both centralized and decentralized media applications. So how can you resume it in just a few words? I see it like a proof of existence of digital media. You see people like creators, publishers, and consumers being able to reclaim value for the content. And it's really useful for small producers of movies and music, and as you can secure your ownership of the content. Imagine if a big producer steals your song, let's say, you can reclaim it with PO.ET. And here you can see the overview of PO.ET, where it says that it's reclaimed the value for content creator, saying that you are your owner of your own content. As you can also create and issue licenses of your content. And it works on the Bitcoin blockchain. And actually it's a quite useful thing, as we don't really have a global platform for digital content where you can license it. What I also like about PO.ET is that you can see the backers of PO or PO.ET. Another good thing about PO.ET is its roadmap. As you can see, it's simple steps that's achievable. They've already done quite a lot of achievements, and what they're going to do now on the Q1 2018, it's actually simple steps. I mean, they're really doable steps, as they don't really have way too much. They're not trying to overdo what their capacities are. I mean, I've seen a lot of alternative coins or ICOs that overpromise steps, like saying, no, we're going to be the next gold for, I don't know, 2019. And I mean, they haven't really done anything besides having the idea off. So that's actually the thing I really like about PO.ET. They have reasonable milestones, and to me they seem really doable. Another good thing is that the roadmap even goes to 2020, so they're projecting the future of this project. So how's the economic overview of the project? The community will have 50% of the token. The founding team will only have 8% of the tokens, which is actually quite reasonable. The angel investor will have 10%, the integration partners 10%, and the foundation 22%. So actually it seems quite reasonable. The total token is slightly about 3 billion tokens, and the actual price is We're going to find out here. It's currently at 9-ish cents. And how has the token performed in the last month? Well, we've seen that it went over 24 cents or 21 cents. It was even 25 cents in early January, and it's went down now with a huge sell-off to about 6 cents and is now at 9-10 cents depending on the moment. Right now it's 9.5 cents, but what can we expect from this coin? Where will the price go? I see this coin as a sleeping giant and I expect it to really reach at least $1 per unit, putting it in a market capitalization of slightly over $3 billion. Now, if the coin reaches a market capitalization of $3 billion, it should be ranking in the top 20 coins, as now the rank 20 is at $2.7 billion with Lisk, and the rank 19 is 3.1, so it should be ranked at the top 20 coins, considering now that its rank is 113th place. Now I'm going to repeat again that I consider this coin a sleeping giant at the moment. So we're going to see how it's performing on the markets, and as the biggest market is working on is Binance, we're going to check it out there. So we can see here that we're trading PO versus Bitcoin, and the price right now is 844 Satoshi. And as you can see, I'm investing heavily on this coin as I expect it to really grow now in the next few weeks. The highest point it had was 1777 Satoshi, and you can see the long tail here. It was market indecision, and after that we saw the huge sell-off. Anyway, it's been quite kind of stable from here, and it's quite oversold. So what should we expect from PO.ET? At the moment it's really oversold, so there's a huge probability it should go up. In my case, I'm going to invest a bit more on this coin as I consider it to be oversold. And now, how is it performing on the 4-hour graph? Well, it's kind of similar. At the moment it's actually going up, so we could expect maybe a little bit of growth from here. Anyway, you have to consider this coin is quite young and the market is getting to know this coin. So what should we expect in a few weeks? As PO.ET keeps achieving the goals and hit the milestones, the price will steadily keep going up. So if you ask me about the coin, should you buy it? I consider it's a good option at the moment for buying. And in my personal case, I will actually buy more units of this coin in the short term. So to conclude this video, what is PO? PO is a platform where you can secure your ownership of your content. I consider it to be a sleeping giant at the moment, and it's actually quite new. So there's a huge possibility for it to only go up and increase in price as well. They've also worked on this project since a few years back, and they also made a roadmap which they're actually following, and they've achieved many of their milestones. The team as well is also visible. You can see the backers, and you can even contact the founder, which is actually quite awesome. So in my opinion, it is a buy coin. Also keep in mind that investing on cryptos is quite risky, as there is a huge volatility on this. So in order to perform well, what I suggest is do research about the project you're interested in. Don't invest blindly on projects. Don't invest because a friend told you that it might be great. Do your due diligence, do your homework, study well the projects, and check out if you feel that it's a good project, as you saw BitConnect was looked way good to be true, and you see where it's now. It's at 0. So have a happy trading.